Who we got today?
It's your boy Trey Digger, the legendary Super Saiyan, one half of those Heroes for Hire, founding member of the Heroes League.
Hey, Ray Riley, second half of Heroes for Hire, founding member of the Heroes League.
Black Kaneki, the king of the ghouls, the newest member of the Heroes League.
And tell for everybody who don't know, what is the Heroes League?
Okay, so the Heroes League is a music group, a production group, a artist development, youth outreach, positive project situation. So we do everything from performances at conventions, festivals, parties, to youth outreach, after school programs, day festivals, barbecues, weddings, bar mitzvahs, funerals. We do it all.
Jesus Christ, yeah, the funerals is crazy. I'm like, what are y'all doing at a funeral though?
Yo, that was my man. R.I.P. Neji. We gonna do this one for the league. Hey, we are fighting. Oh, yeah.
And y'all do. I love the energy. Y'all broke out mid song. I love it. Now, how long have y'all been doing this for?
Ooh, all right. So Heroes for Hire itself, we were individual artists. Ray had a whole situation before me. I had a whole situation before him. Individually, I've been doing this since 2002.
For me, started doing this in 2003, but picked it up in like 2008, 2009.
And then we linked.
It's my turn. Actually, so I've been doing this since maybe last June. You know, I'm new to it, but you know, I got the sauce. Okay, here you can talk now.
Hey, yo.
That's my son, yo. I'm guilty for all of this. I did this. It's my fault. I love it. I'm here for it. So like me and Ray formed together after the loss of one of our close friends, and that was in
2009.
2009. So me and Ray have been in group since 2009.
You guys definitely put in a lot of years. I'm like, damn.
Like, I've done regular battle rap, ghostwriting, producing, engineering, all that stuff. And I was like, I don't like a lot of this. And then, you know, Ray is proficient in a lot of those things. And then when we got together, I was like, you handle the hard stuff and I'll do the easy stuff. No, but it was like, yo, we'll split the work, you know, songwriting and all that stuff. And then we did a lot of stuff behind the scenes working with other artists about chicken nuggets. We're not going to talk about that.
Oh my God.
About Ninja Bears. We're not going to talk about that either. But let's just say there's a lot of things out there we worked on that we're not at liberty to talk about right now that may or may not still be within the timeline. But then we were like, we're wasting our talent helping other people. We should probably help ourselves. And then we took a bunch of ideas that we had compiled and we put that together. And that's how we came up with the original theme song, which was crazy because it was me, Ray, and Iron Mike in a Taco Bell. And that's a different story. R.I.P. Iron Mike. And, you know, it just built upon things. And then, you know, we started at J1 Con and we were doing stuff over there, part of their music team. And then, you know, I had a different label situation. Then we linked up with Marston House Records, you know, through Sony. And it's like a whole bunch of things that happen. But it's like our story is like a bunch of arcs. You were talking about One Piece earlier, or your partner was talking about One Piece. That is a very good explanation of the amount of arc and character development we've had. I don't know when the story's going to be.
Now, how do you feel that I feel that One Piece is trash?
Okay.
One Piece is trash. Nobody wants to. I don't care. Don't cancel me. One Piece is don't. Why would you waste your time?
He's my favorite.
Why would you waste your time watching all that? It's not even worth it. Like, it's not worth it. There is better media out there, and I will argue with anyone. Comment, tag me.
Let's go.
He's a TikTok anime arguer. That's what he did before this. But what I will say about One Piece is I'm a Dragon Ball boy. That's where I started out with. But my first introduction to One Piece was the don't give it up, Usopp, don't give it up. Nah, I hated it. I was like, One Piece is the worst anime ever. That's before I discovered Fruit Baskets. Anyway, upon rewatching all those, because I was watching the fights because I like fights. I'm a shonen bull. Upon going back and researching it, because now the big thing with nerdcore is, ciphers, you gotta do these different characters. And then me and Ray do anime rap battles. It's called Otaku no Tatakai. It means nerd fight. And we pick characters or the crowd picks characters and it's like, Mega Man versus the Kool-Aid Man. And we gotta make it happen. And we freestyle it. He is the Kool-Aid Man. That's a different story. But, so then we freestyle it. And what started happening was there was a lot of characters that we would get from popular animes, and it's like, oh, do Gojo. And I'm like, I hate that show. And it's like, oh, do Luffy. I was like, oh, I hate that show. And I was like, yo, I'm just going to force myself to watch these animes. And rewatching One Piece from the beginning to where I'm at now, and even with the live action, I must say, One Piece isn't for everyone, but Oda is a genius. And it is the best character development I ever seen in an anime. And I wish that other animes took the time. You don't gotta like One Piece, but you gotta respect it.
You definitely don't gotta respect it, but I definitely want to touch on.
Now listen here, Michael Cena. I don't care what you say. The Goku and Kaneki connection says. You,
Y'all see what I deal with on the regular? You see what I deal with on the regular, right?
Yeah, I do. But I do want to touch on something. You mentioned nerdcore. A lot of people are unfamiliar with nerdcore. Can you explain for everyone what that is?
Okay, so we're doing it right. Okay, so the way I like to break it down is the OG nerdcore artist is Weird Al Yankovic. Okay? That's the beginning. That's how I feel. A lot of people will argue it is 50-50 on a split. Then you had dudes like MC Chris and yeah, so that's like generation 1. And then after that, you get Generation 2, which is like ROG Mega Ran, and then who else will be in there? Richie Branson, Samus, cats like that. And then you get the Nerdcore Generation 3, which would be like us, and then like Grayson and Sky Blue. Then there's like Generation 4, which is like the YouTube dudes, like Game Boy Jones, Cam Steady. So what happens with that is like Nerdcore is basically like there's different branches to it. So you rap about books, you rap about video games, you rap about movies, you rap about anime, all of that. Whatever is nerdy was not considered niche is what you rap about. Now that, you know, nerd culture has become pop culture and it's popular, it's not such shock value. You can buy Naruto things anywhere, you can buy Goku things anywhere, you can buy Batman, Wonder Woman things anywhere. There used to be a time you only could get that custom made or you had to make it yourself. Because nerd renaissance we're in a nerd renaissance right now. It's the revenge of the nerds in a sense. Product placement. Shameless plug. Find all our music on all social media platforms. Anyway, so with that, nerdcore embodies all of the video game, the 8-bit, the chiptune, the different sounds that you would hear when you play your video game, or you hear when you watch wrestling, or you hear when you watch a movie. The great sound effects and storylines. Get to the chopper. All of that. But we take it and we put in the song. What's the backstory for the guy who hunted the predator? What's the backstory for the predator that hunted R.I.P. Apollo Creed?
Yeah, that's very informative. Thank you for breaking that down for us because really didn't have a clear description of what nerdcore is. Now, do you ever see it breaking out to mainstream?
So there are mainstream nerdcore songs, and different OGs like Mega Ran and IQ have done panels talking about like mainstream nerdcore music. Like Ludacris has a whole video game song.
Yeah, press the start button.
Yeah.
Little flip, game over.
All right, you got Lupe Fiasco. He has a whole one. Mm-hmm. There's different video game songs hidden within the media. Do you know the first 2 people to get Capcom to allow them to use sampling? 3. The first 3 people that were allowed to use Capcom samples without copyright infringement. The first one was OG Mega Ran, and the second 2 were Drake and Lil Wayne. Those were the first 3 people that were allowed to use video game samples without any kickback.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't think I was going to learn something today, but hey, the more you know. So what's next for the Heroes for Hire?
Okay, so we have goals for different countries. We have goals for different cities. We have goals for different conventions. We have goals for music. Right now we have 3 albums, individual albums and group albums coming out. This young man right here has his debate album coming out. Ray Riley has singles dropping, plus he has a bunch of projects, like a lot. Yeah. And me, I have 2 projects on shelf and 5 right now in the recording process. Outside of that, we have features. We're about to start a Cypher series. Then we're working on so much stuff, but we hope to be at a bunch of cons this year, not only on the East Coast, but on the West Coast as far as down south. Yeah. And we hope to cross the pond to go over there with our homie Shaldo and be over in the UK. And we're trying to go on tour to different places that our OGs have stepped there and set the ground for us. We're trying to hit Germany. We're trying to hit Australia. We're trying to hit Japan.
That's definitely a lie, and that's definitely dope what you guys are doing. You said a cipher series. Is that going to be open to anybody doing an open verse, or is that just going to be within your group?
All right, so the way that we're trying to do it is we're trying to highlight the various members within the team, because right now within the Heroes League, you know, you see Ray Riley, you see Trey Digger, you see Black Koniki. We also have Fire, the Beats Slayer, and then we also have Killer Kaiju, and we have other members that are coming and there will be, you know, introduced to the world through the ciphers. We also have my man Outlaw Kirby Star. So there's a lot going on with that. But I mean, we live action ciphers, we do those through the Marston House platform that's based in Philadelphia. It's an open cipher, one take. You can spit a written, you can freestyle. We do that through Marston House. We're part of that whole Marston House network. That's where our studio is based. Ray Riley's an engineer, producer there. But as far as like the online ciphers, if you look online, you can see during like 2020, during COVID, a lot of the YouTube rappers really blew up doing those things. And that's the reason why you see them at conventions and doing different things. So we have two that we've done with Grayson from Otaku Gang. We did a Saint Sia cipher, and then we did a Gundam Wing cipher. And we're trying to not like recreate that formula, but put our own Heroes for Hire spin on it. A little Philly flavor to like even out. Like Ray on the beats is nasty. He's one of my favorite people to work with. There's few people that measure up to Ray on the track, whether it's production or rhyming. So I would really like to give people an opportunity to work with Ray and even to collaborate in a way where we can make a new sound, step people out there normal.
That's dope. And you guys are all from Philly?
Yeah.
And this is something I thought I would never do, interview people from Philly, because I'm from Pittsburgh, so you already know how that go, man. But hey,
see, you the only other person, y'all the only other city that's not Pennsylvania. You feel me? But I've been out to Pittsburgh. I got love out there. I did the Art All Night Festival. Yeah. So I've been out there, so I got love for Pittsburgh. You know, I know, I understand the whole, you know, Eagles, Steelers thing, you know, and whatever else is going on. But if you look back, you can check it on Wikipedia. There was a time we were unified. All right. There was a war going on. There wasn't enough people on either team to play. And that's when we became the Steagles. Look it up.
And fun fact, I am not a Steelers fan, but y'all young bulls is cool. I'm gonna ask you something real quick, both of y'all, before before I get up out of here. As a producer, how long have you been doing this, and how many obstacles have you overcome?
Jeez. As far as a producer, I've been doing this since 2006. Like you said earlier, our boy Agent Mo, he was the one that trained me on how to make beats and everything, and I've just been taking it up even more. You know, I had the guitar on there. I do some electronic sounds. I think the hardest thing for me to do, or the biggest obstacle, it's kind of writer's block, you know, and just finding the time to do everything, because life hits hard. Sometimes when you think you have the time, life happens.
Yes, it does. And if anybody want to hear your beats or anything you produce, where can they find it?
We got the albums that are all on Spotify. I also have my own artist page. It's .shin. All of that's on Spotify and all streaming platforms. I'm reworking my stuff right now, so I will have that stuff available, but the SoundCloud is coming and everything else.
He pulled 40 albums. He had like 40 of them, and he just like.
You need to stop with the bullshit.
What?
You need to stop with it. You need to stop with it.
Got albums for days that he was just like, these aren't good enough. Dr. Ray over here.
Oh, he got the catalog that could last forever. But we got to get to the GOAT right here, the future GOAT, the young one, man. So where can they find you at?
Okay, so I'm not on any platforms yet. You know, people just know me by word of mouth. You know, I'll be at conventions, I rap at conventions, I talk to people at conventions, I take pictures at conventions, you know, but I do got some stuff coming soon, some jams, you know, party jammers. Just like, you know, something you can bump in the wheel, some music you can chill to, you know. I'm like available for features, you know, I'm available for shows, I'm available for booking. Like if you just like want to hang out, you know.
Now, for the features and bookings, you say you're now on social media, so how the hell can they even...
on social media, I'm sorry. At Clouded Koniki on Instagram, on TikTok, at black.koniki. I'm sorry, I am on social media, just like I have no music out yet.
Okay.
But like, he's like my agent. This guy right here is my agent, so you know, if you wanna get with me, you know.
You can find me on all social media.
At Trey Digger.
And you gotta say that last name a little slow. You say it a little fast. It might sound like something else. And before, and before.
I ain't throwing no names out there.
Lord, now y'all rap. Can we get a 16 before we get up out of here?
When it's all said and done, I'ma spit till I leak fluid. My insecurities, my courage gon' sweep through beyond the groupies, the power and the loot. On the honor of our truth, cause havoc in the booth. Scott brother, how them sound waves wreck him. He posing as a weapon, as a venom, had to step in. Insect, dissect and then disrespect him. Be set to detect the flows that I beckon. Grammar combination, help reality setting. Trying to spar me is like facing the cast of Tekken. Not one game, I mean the whole roster. The Albaka imposter about me, you know nada. I'm every epic hero, I'm every classic villain. I am a human being succumbing to his feelings with the rage of a god. Berserker barrage. I'm hip hop's Goku and Krillin just died. Ah!
I know, right? Hey, hey, man, I definitely can't wait to hear more from y'all, man. That's Heroes for Hires. I'm JG Collection. Like that, I'm out.